Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for being here and attending this training where I'm going to be breaking down exactly how I can help you create a profitable online brand leveraging digital products and AI technology. My goal for each and every one of you who are on this training right now is to be able to begin selling in as little as 7 days. My name is Chelsea Goriello, and I'm going to be presenting you this information today. So please pay attention. I always aim to over deliver, and I want to make sure you walk away with enough knowledge to get you started. So, if you're here, I want you to know that my students and my audience have been begging me to do a live training for the longest. I haven't had a second to put one of these together, but today I am so excited to have carved out the time to put this training together, and I hope that it helps you connect all the dots so you can see why I'm so passionate, why I'm so in love with this industry. All of the programs that I create are done so with the intention of teaching you how to make money. Okay, that's my particular niche, that's my passion. So, my goal is to help people escape 9 to 5s that are either dead ends, that drain them, that suck the life out of them. Whatever it is that you're currently doing, I always encourage a pivot if you're not fulfilled, if you're not happy. So the programs that I create are to give you an escape, to give you an outlet, to give you an opportunity to make money as your own boss through entrepreneurship. That's what my programs teach you how to do. So this student of mine joined one of my programs and made over $10,000 profit in just her first month, okay? And activity like this is what allowed her to be able to quit her job just a few months after. I also help single parents who want to make extra income so that they can afford to free up time to spend with the people that they love the most. This is a friend of mine named Esther. She's a very passionate and amazing celebrity chef. She launched, and within 24 hours, she generated an extra $1,200 in sales while we were hanging out at her house, okay? Without even having to lift a finger, without even having to stir a pot. She was able to generate income because of her knowledge, because she put her knowledge of cooking into a digital cookbook. So why am I sharing this information with you? You're probably wondering. And the answer is because it's life changing. All right. One, I'm not a gatekeeper. Two, I'm not a hater. I absolutely love spreading valuable knowledge and valuable information. So when I found out about this opportunity, I was curious. I'm not going to lie. I was also skeptical. Okay. Because you hear a lot of things and you just never know what's what. But I bit the bullet because the life that I was living wasn't the type of life that I wanted to continue living. So I knew I had to make a choice. I knew I had to make a decision to live a different life. And so that's exactly what I did. So before we go any further, I'm curious. I want to hear from you a little bit, okay? What is it that you're doing right now? What is your life currently like right now that had you even curious enough to register for today's training? Okay, I'm curious because when I jumped into entrepreneurship, I was at my wit's end. I was a celebrity makeup artist and I was literally tired of chasing after clients to do their makeup, to give them my time, my effort, my energy in exchange for a very small paycheck. I don't know about any of you, but I felt very underpaid. I felt very undervalued. And I just realized that there had to be an easier way to make money. There just had to be. Have any of you ever felt like that and wondered, like, is this all there is to life? Like, am I literally supposed to work and just to survive and then die? Like, there can't be, right? I'm reading some of your comments and you're like, yes, it's so relatable, right? Like, I know I can't be the only one. Well, I shared this opportunity because I remember that feeling and I remember not having anyone to go to give me the blueprint, to give me the winning framework, to show me a different way. So I got caught up doing a whole bunch of different things, working a whole bunch of different jobs, listening to this person, listening to that person. And ultimately, what I knew is that I was tired of the rat race. I was tired of dedicating hours and hours and hours and hours of my precious time every single day to collect pennies at the end of the day. And I just realized that I could be spending my time in such a different way, a way that can actually reward me for my efforts. And that's when I knew something had to change. Okay. So if you're here right now because you're looking for a pivot, you're looking for a new opportunity, you're looking for something different. If you know that your 9 to 5 is starting to feel suffocating and it's not really allowing you to blossom and bloom into the person that you're really supposed to be, then you're in the right place. If you're someone who has dreams and desires of learning how to grow your following so that you can become an influencer, or you can start getting brand deals, or you can start being recognized for something, you're ready to brand yourself and step out there and put yourself out there as someone who has something powerful, something impactful, something knowledgeable to share, if that's you, I'm your girl, and this presentation is going to blow your mind, okay? Now, I've spent the last 8 years of my life traveling the world, living the life of my dreams, and it's all thanks to my online business. I used to work in a cubicle, I used to work in retail, I used to work as a celebrity makeup artist, and I never had the flexibility or the freedom to actually be able to move and groove and come and go as I please. I never got to travel. I was living a very mediocre and sheltered life because I never had the resources to explore. I never had the resources to do those things that were on my bucket list until now, okay? And I'm lucky to say it has been 8 years that I've been active in this industry, and I've been making millions of dollars since starting. So the reason I share this information with you is because today I am living my dream life. I drive my dream car, I go on dream vacations, I travel at least 2 times a month, I take my team on trips every year. I'm literally living the life that I used to put on my vision board, okay? I manifested this life. And I'm telling you that when you have the right guidance and when you have the right people in your corner that are willing to share resources and willing to extend their hand to help you achieve greatness, you will achieve it so much quicker, okay? So the reason I'm sharing this with you today is because over the years, I've talked to a lot of people, men and women, who are all desperate to change their life and to change their circumstances. But the sad truth is that most people are just too consumed and too busy with what they currently have going on that they feel so stuck. They feel like there is no way out, and they actually never seek and implement change. When you do nothing, that is the most detrimental decision ever. You're doing nothing, which guarantees that you will experience the same thing over and over and over again. So if you're here today because you're genuinely seeking a better life, a better lifestyle, if you're tired of the same old, if you know you've been playing small, you know you've been settling, and you're once and for all ready to go for it and give life all you've got, keep listening, okay? This training is going to open your mind, it's gonna just blow your mind, truly, okay? So today's agenda, this is what we're going to be working on today. I'm going to be breaking down the biggest and most wide open market, which is selling digital products utilizing my GOLD framework as well as leveraging AI technology. Now, there's people talking about AI, right? But nobody's teaching you how to leverage AI with zero experience and how to use it in your business to actually make money. So we're going to discuss that today, okay? And we're going to cover 4 steps to making predictable, hands-free income with digital products. Now, anyone can do this. It costs you $0 to create a digital product. And honestly, that's my favorite part about this business model. Let's be real, okay? Now, if you know me, I know some of you may not know me yet, and hopefully you will get to know me as time passes, but I just want to be very clear, okay? I'm a no fluff, no filter type of woman, type of businesswoman. I mean what I say what I mean. I'm very clear, cut, direct, because I don't like confusion, okay? I don't like things to be hazy and blurry. I'm very clear with what I expect and what I'm willing to deliver, okay? So I want you to know right out the gate that I can help anyone go digital. I can help anyone start an online brand. I don't care if you're not tech savvy. I don't care if you don't have experience. I don't care if you started and failed a million times, like I said before. I don't care. I can help anyone who has a strong will and a strong desire to become successful. I can help you do it, okay? But you have to believe in yourself. I am not the person for you if you don't believe that these things are true or these things are possible for you, okay? I'm someone who likes to work with people who know without a shadow of a doubt that they are worthy of greatness and abundance, okay? Because you absolutely are. But in order to attract that, in order to achieve that, you have to believe it. It's a mindset thing, okay? So you have to be willing to go all in when it comes to you, your brand, and your effort, and you have to believe in yourself. Second, you must be willing to invest in yourself. The fact that you're here on this training right now tells me that you are willing to invest the time that it takes to learn a new skill, to become knowledgeable, to change and pivot your life, okay? And that's the energy that we need. That's the energy that we're looking for, okay? And number 3, you must be relentless about getting the results that you want in your business. I am very, very particular about who I like to work with and who I like to exchange valuable information with, because I kind of take it personally when I give you guys $1 million worth of gems and then you don't do nothing with it, because it's like, damn, I could have kept that to myself. Damn, I could have just saved that for my kids and my family. I gave it to y'all for free because I want you to do something with this knowledge, okay? So I'm gonna also be very clear with you today, because like I said, I'm no fluff, I'm no filter, I'm real, raw, and that's what you can expect from me, okay? What I wanna let you know is I'm really not the webinar type of girl, okay? Webinars kind of give me the heebie-jeebies sometimes, and really mainly it's because a lot of them are full of fluff and filler. We're not doing that here. This is not that type of webinar. What I can promise you is I'm not going to fill this webinar with a whole bunch of me talking about myself and letting you know what I like, what I do, who I am, yada, yada. Y'all know who I am. Y'all know what it is by now, okay? If you follow me on social media, you've seen the growth, you've seen the lifestyle, you've seen the money, you've seen it all, okay? You've seen the what's the word? You've seen the progression over the years, and you know it's due to this online business. So if you're someone who's here right now, I want you to know that although I love the fact that you have attended this free training today, I'm going to make you an offer at the end of this training, okay? And I don't want to waste your time. So if you're someone who only looks for handouts, only looks for free knowledge, only looks for things to be given to you for free, you're welcome to stay on this training, okay? You're gonna learn, you're gonna gain value, you're gonna love what you heard here today. But my goal for you is to encourage you to push it to the limit after this training. My goal is to give you as much information as you need to see why you truly need to step into this industry this year. If you have major financial goals that you want to achieve, I want this training to be so powerful for you that by the end of this training, when I make you your offer to join and come and learn with me and work with me directly, I want it to be something that you don't even think twice about, okay? So with that being said, I can promise you that in this training, I will over deliver. I will make sure I'm crystal clear, and I will make sure that I'm available to you if you have any concerns or questions at the end of this training, okay? Deal? Listen, I don't like to waste time. I don't like to play with people's time. So if you're someone who is, you know right now that you're just not the type of person that is willing to push the gas on your dreams, you're not willing to do what it takes and what's required of you to actually push through to make things change in your life, then this is probably not going to be the best use of your time, okay? But if you're someone who seeks knowledge, you're someone who's hungry for knowledge, and you're someone who's willing to do whatever it takes to make your dreams come true, keep listening. You're in the right place, okay? This business model is highly automated, all right? But it does not mean that you will do nothing and money is going to find you. So I want to let you know straight out the gate that that's not how this works. It's not a magic trick. This is a real business. It's a real opportunity for you to make massive amounts of money, but it is going to take effort, okay? This is also not a get rich quick scheme. Although I've helped people make money super, super fast, it is not a get rich quick scheme. Again, it does take focus, effort, and dedication to see results. This absolutely changed my life, me and many other people, okay? But my results are not typical. I'm in that top 5%, that top 1%. I'm one of them relentless people that does not give up until I achieve the goal that I'm after. If you don't have that type of willpower, if you don't have that type of drive and dedication, do not expect to hit six-figure months. Do not expect to become a millionaire. Do not expect to be able to retire early. This is an opportunity, and you get out of it what you put into it. I just want to be very clear. Now that I've been, roughing you up for the past few minutes, I do want to let you know that I will absolutely make use of your time. I will make sure it's worth your while. And to prove it, I'm offering you a free gift at the end of the training. So if you stick with me to the end, I will be giving you my Creator Cash Flow Playbook, and it's amazing. You'll love it. It's definitely worth staying till the end for, okay? Now, the best way to make money for everyday people is with digital products. Digital products is a $2.27 trillion industry. There's so much money to be made in this industry, and it's only growing. So you are at the most pivotal time. Right now is a great time to get into this space and start learning, okay? Now, most people traditionally, when they think of making money online, their mind goes to Amazon.com, goes to Alibaba, goes to Walmart.com, and all of those platforms are known for selling physical goods, phone cases, toilet paper, wipes, dishes, shoes, physical goods, right? And that's great. We all leverage these platforms all the time. But what people don't tell you about starting a brand like that is that there are lots of obstacles. And for the average everyday person, those obstacles are very challenging to overcome. You, in order to be successful running a physical-based business, you're going to need capital up front. You're going to need a good amount of capital up front. And you're going to need anywhere from $3,500 to about $5,500 on average to invest into your business if you actually want it to kick off. And then you shouldn't even expect to break even for at least 6 months to a year on average, okay? So you're taking a significant risk when you start an online business with physical products. There's also nothing passive about it because you have to have inventory. You have to put the inventory away. You have to stock up your shelves. You have to do photo shoots. You have to, there's a lot that goes into running a physical brand, a physical product-based business, especially if you have a brick and mortar, okay? And for most people, let's just face it, it's not the most realistic business model, especially in today's economy. It is very risky. And so that's why I'm sharing this opportunity with you guys, because I remember my first brand being a physical-based business, and it was great. I made hundreds of thousands of dollars, but there were a lot of little things that turned me off as well from the opportunity. And I found a better way. Now I can have wires hitting my account $16,000, $25,000, and I'm able to make money like this without even going to work, without physically even doing any labor, without even touching any materials or getting my hands dirty. Okay. And I like to call digital marketing and digital products making money online without the BS, because we don't have to deal with the long shipping times. We don't have to deal with the headache, the suppliers, the manufacturers. We don't have to deal with any of that. Digital products allow you to turn your passions and your interests into real businesses. I help my students dig deep about what they love the most, what excites them the most, and then we build amazing brands that help people all over the world with their knowledge, their ideas. So imagine if you're amazing at working out. You know how to lose 50 pounds in 60 days. You know how to get a six pack in 30 days, and you have your own little secret sauce to working out, right? Or imagine if you just have the best cookie recipes. You make the best mac and cheese. You guys, all of those things are amazing, but if nobody knows about it, dang, that sucks, right? Like, we need the world to know about that passion. We need the world to know about that fitness hack. We all trying to get fine, okay? So we want to teach you how to put that knowledge of yours that's already in here, create a digital product around it so that you can start a business around it, and you can help other people with the knowledge that you've already gained for free, right? And because it's your knowledge, you can literally charge whatever you want to charge for it, okay? So continue to be that fitness guru, but put that knowledge into a digital product so that you can help young kids get fit, so that you can help busy moms learn how to meal prep, okay? Like, there's so many different possibilities when it comes to creating digital products. And I know if you're here right now, you're probably like, I don't have anything that I would create a digital product around. Like, how do I know what I would create a digital product? Is that you? Is that going through your mind right now? Let me know in the chat. If that's you, I want you to know you're okay. You're not alone. A lot of people feel the same way and worry about that as well. I want you to know you're good. Just think about it like this. If you have a 9 to 5, if you've ever had a 9 to 5, that business, that corporation trusted you to train you. They trusted that you were capable of learning. They trusted that you were knowledgeable about your position. So they gave you the job, they gave you the raise, they gave you the promotion, right? You are a skilled master at something, even if it's what you do for a living at your 9 to 5, especially if you've been at that 9 to 5 for 5, 10, 15 years. You've mastered customer service. You've mastered how to clean and sanitize properly. You've mastered how to manage a team. You've mastered how to handle your coworkers. You've learned a lot that you can monetize, okay? And that's what I do. I help you uncover what that brand could be so that we can develop it and we can put it out there and execute it, okay? So don't ever feel like you're not capable. Now, once you have your digital product idea, the next step is to simply upload it onto a website and drive traffic. The more eyeballs you drive to your offer every day, the more money you're going to make. And now the way we've been doing that over the past 8 years that has made us millions of dollars a year is very unique, okay? There's not many people on the market that are leveraging the same system and framework that we do to get consistent sales in our business, okay? And that's the reason I'm putting this presentation together for you. That's the reason that I'm working with new people this year, because it's easier than ever before, and it's because of AI technology. But still, people are still so behind on it that they're not even leveraging it to make money the way that they could be. This is one of my students. She came in with big goals, but within 1 month, she was able to generate what she made in her 9 to 5 in over a year. She made $47,000 from just one single digital product. I can safely say that in 2025, there has never been a better time to start making money online with digital products. As you know, we are experiencing the biggest wealth transfer ever, okay? And if you don't have a plan to evolve, you are going to get left behind. So if I do anything today, I want you to understand that you do not have to be afraid of AI technology. AI can change your life, and it can simplify your life, and it can make making money easier than ever before if you're just willing to be open-minded and learn how to apply it. And again, it's free. So there is no risk involved. Play around with it, experiment with it. There's so many different types of AI out there, and they're all literally designed to make your life seamless. So leverage it. You can literally make beautiful websites and beautiful designs, beautiful characters, beautiful backgrounds, beautiful content each and every day using AI technology, and you don't have to do anything physical, laboring. Like, that doesn't exist in this business model, okay? AI is basically like an internet brain, and it allows you to instantly become an expert in any niche: fitness, motherhood, cooking, anything. You can chat GPT anything these days, and it can create your digital product for you in seconds. It's insane. AI technology is allowing us to produce 200 times faster than what any human is capable of doing, all right? You can either get with the program. You can embrace the times that we're in. You can leverage and lean on the times that we're in, or you can be afraid. If you aren't willing to move with the times, you will be left behind. 300 million jobs could be affected by this latest wave of AI technology, according to CNN Business. Trust me, if you have a 9 to 5 right now, it is a blessing, but your job is on the line, and we have to be real about that, okay? So if you don't want to be one of those people that risk getting laid off, that risk losing your livelihood, this is something that you want to get in and get involved with before things get worse, okay? Now, what used to be the hardest part of running an online business, AI now makes it easier than ever before. So I'm gonna cover the first 3 key components, really there's 4, to building a profitable online brand. The very first step is you gotta pick a niche. What are you interested in? What are you passionate about? And what can you speak to effortlessly? Is it cooking? Is it art? Is it skincare? Is it hair care? Is it weddings? Is it photography? Is it technology? Whatever it is, there's a market for it, and you can be making bank in that market, okay? There's a million niches out there. You just have to pick one to get rich, okay? So the key to picking your niche is being confident in what you're going to build your brand around. And in order to be confident, I like to do market research. So these are the 2 websites that I like to use. One is Skillshare.com and the other is Udemy.com. And I like to do some research on these websites because people like me who create courses and digital products, they use Skillshare and Udemy to upload their products and offer them to the public. So this is a great way to get creative insight as to what other content or course creators are putting out there. And so you could just scroll and you can see what's selling well, what niche categories exist, and you can kind of see where you can fall into the mix. See which one of those stand out most to you, what's something that you can speak to as well, what's something you're also knowledgeable about that you might consider building a brand around. Now, the second second step that I like to implement in my process before actually picking a niche is I have to ask myself if there's real demand for this product and this idea, right? So if you have any idea, any niche idea that you're considering, before you pull the trigger on it, I want you to go into Google Trends. It's a free pro software. Google it, Google Trends, and type in the search bar whatever niche you're considering. So in this example, we typed in gardening. And what Google Trends is going to do is it's going to show you aggregated data across Google, which is our #1 search engine. And it's going to show you the interest of the population all over the world and how often they're searching for that search term. So what you're looking for is interest. What you're looking for is demand. So if you type in gardening and you see that the results are super, super low and going downward, we're not going to do that, okay? We're not going to build a brand. I don't care how passionate we are if its data is showing us that it's plummeting, okay? What we are looking for is an upward trajectory. What we're looking for is constant searches for that niche. That's how we know that this is probably something worth putting the time and effort into building out, okay? Now, the third, I pay attention to audience size because we are in this to make money. And when we're leveraging social media, the key is to get in front of new audiences, new eyeballs each and every day. We want people to know we exist, know how we can help them, and know that, hey, we are here, we have something available for you to purchase. But we have to get our offer in front of the masses. So you can expect of any audience size, about 1 to 2% of the followers will convert, okay? 1 to 2% on average. So if you have an audience size of about 98,000, let's just say, if 1% buys in 1 month, you just made $49,000. Now, here's the key. I know there's people on here that are like, well, I don't have 98,000 followers. No worries. That's okay. When I first started, I damn sure didn't either. Okay. So what you do though, is if you did the last step and you did Google Trends and you chose a niche that was in high demand, that means that there's a lot of other people in that niche as well, creating pages similar to yours, creating content similar to yours under the same niche as yours, gardening or whatever the case may be. So just because you might have a small audience size doesn't mean that you don't have a whole bunch of other people, accounts, and pages that you can connect with, collaborate with, or do business with to help you get more exposure to your offer. And this is a great tip, a great strategy to scaling your business. Whether you're selling physical products or digital products, you need eyeballs on your offer every single day. And that's a free way to get more traffic to your offer. Now, once you have your niche, the second step is to create your product, okay, and plan content around it. And AI makes this so easy to do. You don't have to do any of the physical, tedious parts anymore. And if you're someone who's like, well, you know what, I don't even want to make a product. I'm in this and I want to be as hands-off as possible. I don't even want to make my product. No problem. I want you guys to screenshot this right here because this slide alone is $1 million gem. You do not have to create your own physical products, okay? You can literally leverage private label rights, master resale rights, and you can sell products that already exist. People like me create digital products all the time, and if it's a PLR or an MRR product, that means we made it with the intention of you being able to purchase it and resell it as your own, okay? So if you're a nurse and you want to create digital products for nurses, you can literally go on Google, type in nursing PLR products, and you are going to be mind blown, okay? Was that gem helpful? Let me know in the chat right now if that gem alone just blew your mind, because a lot of people get intimidated when they come into this industry and they're like, oh, I don't want to do this. I don't know how to do that. It's going to take me too much time, da, da, da. And they find out about this and they're like, OMG, I have no excuse anymore. I can do this. And they realize that, and it's life changing. So, okay, cool. I'm glad you guys are with me. Stick with me to the end. Okay, guys, it's worth it. I promise you. Now, the most important concept here is to create consistent content and provide value that educates your audience. And when you do that consistently, whether you're doing it manually or leveraging AI, you won't have to put in much work to see progress in your business. Okay, my student said she worked 4 hours last week, and as you can see, she brought in almost $13,000. Okay, it's a one product method. You don't need a whole library of digital products. You only need one product to create wealth. Okay, believe it or not. Now, the third step is the simplest. Once you have your product, you're just going to upload it onto a trusted website. We use StanStore. Some people use Gumroad, Teachable, Shopify, whatever you want to use. We use Stan, and we teach how to use Stan. This is one of my students. She made this with just one product. She hit her 100th sale in less than 2 months. You guys, there's people that have been in business forever and haven't been able to hit results like some of my students, okay? Step 4 is, like I said before, audience size. You want to get in front of other audiences. You want to multiply your revenue by putting your products in front of as many people as you possibly can. So we leverage different accounts on social media to help us expand our reach, and that's how we're hitting $22,000 months, $10,000 months, $17,000 months, $11,000 months, and you can be doing the same exact thing. These are different accounts in the food niche, in the beauty niche. So no matter what niche you decide to get into, if you did your due diligence on Google Trends, you've picked something that is competitive, you pick something that's in demand, and there will be plenty of other pages that you can leverage for your growth as well, okay? When you do, you will multiply your revenue. That's the same that my two clients here came in as a couple. They did this business model together. They were able to make $77,000 within just a month or two of joining, all with one product. My girl Rashida here did $3,700 in a single day. And you guys, we have testimonials like this constantly, as you can see. And these are not small amounts of money, okay? This is big money. This is life-changing income. $73,000 in a month is insanity. That's life-changing income. Now, I don't know why you're here today, but I can think back to what made me get started with my business, and I knew that I wanted to be a certain type of mom. I knew being a makeup artist was not going to allow me to be the type of mom that I wanted to be. I didn't want to be a stretched thin mom. I didn't want to be a stressed out mom. I didn't want to be a mom that was anxious and trying to make ends meet all the time. I wanted to be flourishing, and I wanted to be able to provide my kids with the very best life had to offer. And that's what made me pivot from my career in makeup and decide to get into this, because I knew there was more out there. And now that you know my story, now that you know why this has been so impactful for me, I want to ask you some questions. I want to know, are you excited about finally making real automated income, selling digital products with my proven framework and systems? Yes or no? Wouldn't you agree that now is the best time, now that you know all that you know, to take advantage of AI and turning your passions, your hobbies into a profitable business? Okay, use the chat, let me know. And would you like to know how we've been able to help all of these people? How did they get results like this? Obviously, digital marketing is not common sense, right? Everyone that we've talked about today has had an unfair advantage, and that unfair advantage has been learning how to leverage AI technology for their business, and they've combined that with my proprietary sales and marketing trainings, okay? Results like these can be realistic for every single person on this webinar right now if you combine resources that are proven, okay? And that's why I want to introduce you guys today to my new mentorship program. It's the Private Jet Package. It's the elite program that I offer, and right now I only have 150 spots available, and they are on a first come, first serve basis. So I want to let you know what you would be getting. Like I mentioned earlier in the presentation, I have an amazing opportunity for you to start working directly with me. And I cannot wait to show you what is included this time around, because we went all out for you guys, okay? You're getting lifetime access of all of the curriculum, all of the materials, over 40 lessons that are detailed step by step by step, every single step that you need to build a fully automated online business that generates income on autopilot, income that comes straight from value and knowledge, your own intellectual property. We're gonna teach you how to turn those ideas, those concepts, those principles into a paycheck, okay? And it's so much more than just a typical course that you see floating out there these days. You're getting me as your mentor. Me being on your team is the most invaluable asset because I go all in for my students, okay? What I provided you in this blueprint, in this mentorship, is everything that you need to change your entire life, okay? I'm giving the first 50 people out of 150 people who join this mentorship, I'm giving the first 50 people 8 extra bonuses for free now, okay? This is the 8 bonuses that I'm throwing in for free. Now, we literally added all of this up, and each thing individually, when it's not on sale, amounts to $13,000 total, okay? Today, because you sat through this, that's how I said I'm gonna make this the biggest no-brainer for you. They're not gonna have to second guess this. You're not gonna have to sell your firstborn. You're not gonna have to go mortgage the house. I'm literally throwing in everything, including the kitchen sink with this one, okay? Digital marketing plus AI specialized training. You're getting the entire curriculum and you're getting lifetime access to that, okay? You're also gonna get 2 live calls every single week. We're gonna meet up on Zoom 2 times a week. That's insane. 8 times a month of live coverage and support from me. I'm also gonna do an Instagram page audit before you launch your business because I wanna see exactly how you've been marketing. I wanna make sure you're on the right track. We don't play games around here, okay? I'm throwing in 100 different niche ideas just to get your creative juices flowing. I'm also throwing in my influencer hit list. That's the influencers and the pages that I told you you were gonna need to maximize your efforts and to scale. I'm gonna give you my favorite list that I've used to make millions of dollars so you can use them too if you would like, okay? I'm gonna also throw in my content Kickstarter. This is a 2-hour-long training that's gonna help you get out of your own way when it comes to creating content. You don't even have to show your face to create content that gets you paid, okay? I'm gonna throw in 2 private mindset calls with my personal mindset coach. So if you struggle with mindset, if you struggle with feeling away, feeling insecure, feeling not good enough, feeling like this is too good to be true, you need those 2 mindset calls. They'll get you right. I'm throwing in tax saving secrets. Now, I'm going to give you my direct resource, my direct liaison to how I structured my business, the company that helped me put my trust together, my life insurance. Listen, when you start building wealth, you need to start rubbing shoulders with people in different communities who make a whole lot more money than anybody you know, so they can teach you some real wealth building strategies, okay? You're not going to find that hanging out with the brokies. You're not going to find that hanging out with 9-to-5ers. You're just not. You're going to hear a lot about 401ks. You're not going to hear about other wealth building strategies. I'm going to get my ultimate outsourcing guide because I like to teach my students how to become free from their businesses. Once they're up and going, it's time to outsource, okay? You don't have to be a slave to your business. I'm also going to throw in my sales and advertising training so you can get my secret hacks to how to grow and go viral and how to make passive sales online, okay? You're also going to get 30 days free access into my private community. The private community is where we host the live classes. It's where I introduce you to other coaches that will introduce different concepts of business and mindset to you. It's amazing. And I'm going to give you access for 30 days completely free. These are our group coaching calls. They are a lot of fun. We connect, we answer questions. I love getting to know my students and I can't wait to get to know you too. You can read what some of my students have to say about the community. It's a safe space to come in, get support, ask questions, find your next business bestie, find a bunch of like-minded people, connect with them, build businesses with them, find friends, accountability partners. Like, this is where I meet all my friends in communities like this. I wanted to do something that was a complete no-brainer for you today. So if you're here right now and you have sat through this presentation, I want to know that you're ready. I want to know who is ready to become one of the first 150, really, who wants to be one of the first 50 people that get all of these bonuses included in enrollment today. If that's you, I need you to type in the chat, I'm ready, okay? Because you're who I want to connect with. I'm checking for you and I want to make sure that by any means necessary, we get you enrolled into this program today because I'm hungry. I'm excited to connect. I want to work with you guys. Like, I'm ready to be a part of the process from the ground up, and I want to get in the mud with you guys. There's nothing I appreciate and love more than watching a business come to life from the ground up. So I'm looking for 150 people who are ready to take this year by storm. If that's you and you feel good about it, you are ready and you know you have what it takes to work with someone like me to get your dreams and make your dreams a reality, I'm ready. I need to see I'm ready in the chat. Let's go. We can do this together and we're going to do this together, okay? If we make it as simple as possible, you cannot lose in this program. You can also cancel at any time risk-free. So if you've come in, you've done the work, you've watched the content, you've done the exercises, there's no reason you're not going to be making money, okay? There's no reason. But if you do not want to stay in the membership, I would hate to see you go. But if you decide that it's not for you, you're not gaining value, you don't want to stay, you don't want to attend the live calls every week, you don't want to meet other coaches, you don't want to connect with other like-minded people, I can't force you to stay, okay? So I will allow you to cancel at any time. Satisfaction guarantee with me. No questions asked. We want you happy. We want you learning and we want you earning. Okay. How soon can I be in profit? You guys, I have students that are making thousands of dollars within their first month of joining. Not just 1 or 2 students. I have tons, dozens of students that are making 4 to 5 figures within their first 30 days, okay? And all it takes is a couple hours of your day on social media, creating content, leveraging AI technology. As far as the support, listen, we don't play around. My community is not like any community you've ever seen before. The way I connect with my students is next level. You can ask about me. We have testimonials everywhere, okay? My students love me and I love my students. If you're worried that you're not tech savvy enough, don't worry about it, okay? I've helped young people. I've helped more mature, older people who are not tech savvy. I'm not even tech savvy, believe it or not, okay? Anyone can do this. All you need is a working computer, a internet connection. You need a stand store, and we help you set up your stand store in 15 minutes so you can start selling. And you need Zoom, and Zoom is on any computer, okay? And you need my mentorship, my course. That's the only technology you need, and you're gonna get walked through step by step by step, every step of the way, okay? Now, this is my friend's mom. She didn't even grow up with a computer. She's in my program. She took the leap of faith, and she says, Chelsea, I finally found the community and the mentor I've been looking for. That was all the sauce I needed. You don't just find that anywhere. This is the playbook for real. Listen, okay, mama, I see you with your sauce. But no, I thought that this is so cute. I love the fact that anyone can do this, and you can do this from literally anywhere in the world, which is why I have students from all different parts of the world, and I take so much pride in that. So how do you know that this is legit? Listen, you guys, I hate saying Google me. I hate saying ask about me. I hate, but go ahead and do your due diligence if you don't feel comfortable after watching this training, okay? If you follow me on social media, you will see that we grow rapidly. People, real recognize real at the end of the day, and I'm someone who's 100% dedicated to helping people. This is a personal commitment that I made to God 9 years ago when I was struggling, when I was on my last, and when I was scared because I didn't know where my next dollar was going to come from. I promised God that if he just showed me a way, I would dedicate my life to helping other people. The reason I'm sitting here before you today is because God has helped me make millions. He helped me turn my life around. And if it wasn't for God, I would probably be living a very, very different lifestyle right now, okay? And so I'm grateful. And my goal is to be able to connect with more people before they make bad decisions, before they find themselves in unfavorable circumstances, okay? We all deserve a shot. We all deserve an opportunity, and this is your opportunity, okay? If you don't want to take my word for it, you could go look me up on Google. You can check my YouTube. You can go to listennotes.com and type in my name, and you will see a whole bunch of productions and podcasts that I've done over the years, and you can hopefully get to know me and trust me a little bit better. But this opportunity will not be around long, mainly because I never do big sales like this. This is the first time my program has ever been $2,000. So it's going to go fast, especially since you can join for just $500 down. Okay. So I really hope that you take advantage of this. Now, what makes this different from all the other programs out there? Because there are a ton of programs, right? What makes this difference is it's not about the course, it's about the business model that we're teaching and the way that we're using AI technology to make business so seamless and simple, okay? The earning potential is different. With digital products, it costs you nothing to make the product. So it's 100% profit in your pocket. It's 100% your profit, your business, and there's no cost to start up. You can put your knowledge into a digital product and it costs you $0. What you're paying for is my support, my attention, my resources, my knowledge, my proven framework. That's what you're investing in, and that's what's lifetime access, and that's what's going to offer you the support that you need as a new entrepreneur to find your way in this new lane and not spend years trying to figure it out on your own, okay? Now, if you're afraid, I want you to know everybody was afraid. I was even afraid when I quit my job in makeup to start doing this. I knew nothing about this. But so what? Push through. Afraid or not, this is the opportunity that you need to change your life. You have to want it more than I want it for you. I've shown you testimonial after testimonial after testimonial.
Since I started the program, not only have I been able to get my initial investment back, but I've been able to rinse and repeat the system and generate multiple profitable stores. Not only that, but I get to show my friends and family how to use the system that I learned with Chelsea as well. And that is one of the biggest blessings, is to be able to gift others that I love the power of making money online.
I love Amaris. This was one of my first students from one of my first programs years and years ago. She came in, she was pretty much living in her car. She was working, she had a laptop and she would be tuned in to my classes from her car. She used her last money to join my program, and within less than a year, she got her dream condo. She now drives her dream Mercedes Benz. Her life is changed a whole 180. Okay, she's done a complete 180. Her life is completely different from when I met her, and she credits it time and time again to working with me under my mentorship and taking my programs. And it's not just her.
I was a retired salon owner, single mom, living in New York City, just living in the struggle, right? And I knew that I wanted to have some sort of online business where I could make money from home, make money while hanging out with my son. And so as soon as I invested in Chelsea, I made $1,111 online. Then I had my first $3,000 day. Then I had my first $10,000 month. And I decided to open up a whole nother stream of income and ended up hosting my first retreat, and that retreat sold out. If it wasn't for Chelsea's teachings, her strategies, her encouragement, I would not have been able to do all of that and continue to grow every single day. On top of that, because of what she teaches, I manifested being able to move to Florida, and I'm just so grateful for all that Chelsea has done for me.
I love it. I could make y'all sit here for hours letting you hear testimonials like this, okay? We've been doing this for many, many years. I've helped a lot of people. This is Ashley. I started a new account 2 days ago. I've already made $500 and I gained one new follower. One follower, $500. Like, come on. This is Bree. She's the one who made the candle sale in just a few hours of implementing my strategy. This is Debbie. Can we talk about how I just made $1,000 in sales this past week selling one low ticket item? I had absolutely no experience in marketing prior to starting this. Michaela did my numbers for the previous month and was beyond grateful. The same thing I used to make in a year, I now made in a month, over $47,000. What more do you need to see? At this point, you should be feeling super ready and super confident to take on this journey. Listen, you're not in this alone anymore, okay? I'm on your team and I'm gonna see you through every step of the way. And you guys, honestly, you have absolutely nothing to lose. This is something I'm extremely passionate about, and I'm extremely excited about helping people just like you change their lives with AI technology and digital marketing. Trust me, you won't regret this. Now, if you have any questions before enrolling at all whatsoever, if you prefer to have a conversation, a one-on-one conversation about your goals, your needs, or what you're looking for out of this mentorship, book your free digital roadmap today, okay? I've opened up my calendar. Me and my team are ready to talk to you, ready to guide you, and ready to offer any type of insight and advice that you might need to make this journey even easier to embark on. I'm here for you guys, and I can't wait to work with you. Thank you so much for your time and for staying to the end of this training. Make sure you schedule your call, and hopefully we can see you inside this mentorship, okay? If you're ready to go, you're ready to be one of the first 50 to collect all of the bonuses, make sure you click the link and enroll to get started now. Spots are limited, and we're looking forward to working with you. See you soon.